Hi, my name is Nate Cormier. I am the Managing Studio Director of Landscape Architecture at Rios. We're excited to share an update on the design of Skyline Park's Block 2. Skyline Park is located in the heart of downtown Denver at the crossroads of Arapahoe and 16th Street. Let's first recap how we got to this point. Our planning and design process began in 2021 with an overall vision for all 3 blocks of Skyline Park. We received important feedback from thousands of participants that asked for a park with more culture, more social life, and more green. In 2023, we moved ahead with the implementation of Block 2 as the first phase of this vision. Initial feedback again emphasized more green as well as flexibility for events and experiences in all seasons, supported by a robust food and beverage anchor to activate the park. We're back today with an update and invite your feedback via our survey. An important challenge to overcome in the redesign of Skyline Park is bringing continuity to the park's patchwork of diverse elements. Some must be preserved and others replaced. They range from the historic DNF Tower, disconnected remnants of the urban renewal era Halprin design in yellow, the recently renewed 16th Street in pink, and early 2000s era improvements in blue. A lack of coherence among all these layers presents a landscape today of barriers, a park that's difficult to see into and through, and discouraging to access and navigate. Imagine instead a Skyline Park porous on all its edges, without any stairs, and truly inviting to all. These grade changes, stairways, and walls also limit the ability to provide the cultural, social, and recreational programming that we heard loud and clear is a priority for revitalizing downtown Denver. Downtown Denver Partnership's pilot projects to provide summer beer gardens and winter ice rinks have demonstrated the hunger for this kind of programming, but also the challenges presented by the current conditions. Imagine what we can do here with more flexible spaces and suitable infrastructure. In developing the 3-block vision plan, community input suggested a distinct purpose for each block. Block 1, mostly flat because it's over a parking structure, is well suited to large festivals and community gatherings like the Christkindl Holiday Market it once hosted. Block 3, closest to a Parks Department rec center and the highest density of housing, is a good fit for the daily activities of downtown residents, such as dog walking and fitness. Block 2, our focus today, was envisioned as an outdoor living room for downtown social life. The 3-block vision took the form of a unifying fabric, weaving together historic elements, flexible plazas and lawns for contemporary programming, and ample gardens and groves for relaxation. Flowing pathways pull visitors in off 16th Street and through a series of outdoor rooms, recalling Halprin's original choreography through canyon-like spaces, but raised up to an elevation consistent with the surrounding urban environment. All right, let's take a tour of Block 2 with our friend, the Big Blue Bear. Block 2 is located between 16th Street and 17th Street along Arapahoe. It is bookended by the DNF Tower on the lower left and a sunken Halprin sculpture on the open right. In addition to these historic features, we are planning to retain a number of the mature shade trees around the park perimeter. Also note the bike lane and striped buffer in Arapahoe, as we are proposing an expansion of the park into the roadway. The vision plan's unifying fabric is expressed here in subtle flowing gestures that pull visitors in from the corners to the flexible plaza in the heart of the park. This plaza will offer attractions in all seasons through an interactive water feature, winter skating rink, and diverse events throughout the year. It is framed by shady picnic groves as well as a park cafe that links the plaza to an inviting garden surrounding the Halprin sculpture. We'll start our tour with views into the plaza from 16th Street, then enjoy some of the experiences offered there before shifting to the food and beverage area and passing through to the Colorado Garden and its fire terraces. The plaza will be animated by a dynamic water feature. On hot summer days, water is magnetic and provides a cooling environment that brings people together. In shoulder seasons, the sights and sounds of the water bring activity and energy to public space. These are all examples of similar features by Fluidity, our design partner for this element. Imagine strolling down 16th Street and hearing the spray and splash before turning the corner and seeing a joyful hubbub that pulls you into the park. Here we're standing north of the D&F Tower. The plaza is flanked by shade trees and the cafe and food trucks are visible in the distance. This is a similar view from the corner of 16th and Arapahoe. On the right, you can see the bike lane, now safely buffered from the roadway. All the steps and walls have been erased in favor of porous edges and a consistent, universally accessible urban floor. This is the plaza viewed from above. Water could take the form of ribbons and domes of jets, as well as a cooling mist. Let's get down into the fun. Here we are immersed in the fountain, looking back toward the D&F Tower and a potential stage pavilion. Before we move on, just a quick note about materiality. We're proposing that this new urban floor be made up predominantly of an easily maintained concrete that samples earthen tones, textures, and aggregates from the surrounding urban context of pigmented concrete, brick, and stone. Next, we'll visit the picnic groves. These casual spaces offer shaded respite for a midday lunch, table games, or just people watching on the plaza. Food trucks will complement the offerings of the Park Cafe. New shade trees will thicken the green edge established by the preserved linden trees. A stage pavilion could offer formal infrastructure for events on the plaza. Imagine arts and culture, a satellite stage for the Five Points Jazz Festival, as well as ball games, movies in the park, and simulcasts of performances happening around downtown on a large digital screen. Here's a view of a smaller event, say a midday music series to attract lunchtime workers. For larger events, we can turn off the water feature and fill the plaza with an audience upwards of 500 people. And here's a view from the stage out over the crowd. In winter, the plaza takes on a completely different personality, with accommodations for a large skating rink and its supporting infrastructure of rentals, Zamboni, and cooling equipment, as well as a rubber mat so visitors can get a cocoa, use the restroom, or hang out and watch when not on the ice. Denver truly experiences all the seasons, so we want Skyline Park to draw people downtown and be exciting even in the coldest months. Here's a view of the rink area from above. And then an on-the-ice experience. Winter lighting, warm beverages, and holiday festivities help bring joy to those chilly nights. Next, we'll shift to the Park Cafe. This will be a social hub for friends and families to meet and enjoy a drink or grab-and-go snacks. Here's a view from the plaza. The cafe is oriented to reduce visual obstruction and link the plaza and garden. Getting a little closer, you can see various seating areas and how the canopy allows for shade and rain protection throughout the year. This cafe porch acts as a portal, framing views in each direction while inviting visitors to gather and hang out in the park, whether watching kids in the water plaza or just enjoying the garden views. Materially, the building takes inspiration from Denver's rich architectural history with proposed fluted masonry panels and wood accents. Next, we'll move on to the Colorado Garden. In collaboration with Denver Botanic Gardens, we're proposing a living poem to Colorado's native landscape. Halperin's work abstracted canyon topography, and we'd like to embrace this inspiration with an exuberant display of related vegetation. Steppe and Sky Island native plants form a green buffer around the sculpture with the potential for mist and light to bring extraordinary experiences to the garden. At right, you can also see that the cafe includes public restrooms and an office for park management. Moving further around the garden, we can see it as an extension of the park cafe. Seating areas and drink rails allow diverse ways to relax around this sculptural centerpiece. The last stop on our tour is the fire terraces under the existing honey locust trees overlooking the Colorado Garden. Fire pits, carefully managed from the adjacent office, can offer a primal attraction and inviting atmosphere that extends the comfortable hours of the park. Imagine sitting around the fire with friends on a chilly spring morning, or taking a break from skating in the winter to warm up with a hot cocoa or cider. All right, we hope you agree that Skyline Park can be a place that welcomes residents, workers, and visitors in all seasons and truly expresses Denver's urban outdoor lifestyle. Please sign up to stay in touch, and please take our survey to let us know which features and experiences are a priority for you. Thank you.